Oh, I forgot to use it. Open the speaker. There we go. There we go. Go to. There we go. Infinite tiny screen, so that's not what we want. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong eraser. Oh, I forgot. I'll put you all up here. I'll make things easier. Or we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay. Stretch break. Whew. At the maximum, I'm going to try to take 15 minutes, like every 15 minutes I'm going to take a minor stretch break, just because it just sucks sitting in a chair for so long. Like, don't get me wrong, I love drawing, but yeah, it gets a little intense after a while. Let's see what color. Oh, I did it on the wrong layer again. Okay. This is gonna be the running gag of the week. Always on the wrong layer. I gave him fingers. Why would I do that? You know what? We're gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that. It won't take me that long to fix. There we go. I should do a little better. I just don't like how it blends into like the everything. I think we'll do closed arms around the shackle. Oh, I see the problem. My nib is going out. Alright, so... I did it again. Anyways. Make it look like it's gone in. And then yeah. Those look too big. Alright. No, I think I just made it too high up. So we're gonna do shorten this. That looks a bit better. The hands are just way too big. I'm gonna see what this does, because I don't remember. It's just... Oh, hold on. Okay, and then I will have to re-edit those, but that is okay. And my... thing. Oop. It wants to be behind it. So there we go. I'm gonna have to shrink the hands a bit. And then readjust the pinkish red underneath. Like that. Not like that, but let's see. I keep erasing too much, but I'm gonna work with it. I'm gonna stop doing it. I just said I was gonna stop doing that, or at least I was trying to say I would stop doing that, and I did it anyway. But it's okay. We're gonna fix that issue. Oop. Ooh. Okay, right in the middle, maybe. And then we'll go for this. I think I'll fix this most of it. Just erase this little nugget right there. And that little nugget right there. And we should be at a good point where I can keep focusing the face, the voice. Let's see. Maybe more this time because I need a brighter color for that. Might be a little too bright for the ambiance I'm going for. That looks better. I kind of wanted his face to be a little darker though. Leaning towards like a chocolate color. Yeah, too dark. It needs to be more gray. It's just mismatching a bit. It's too gray, that's the problem. Straight. That wasn't too much. Higher. But the problem is I already have like a dark color. Unless I use the Tice, you have the color. What are you doing? Yes, my name is Tice. So I just say Tice for simplicity's sake for most people. And we're gonna go with, I'm gonna assume that a lot of what happens to these vessels is that they gain a lot of the qualities of their bishop. And that would make sense because they're being corrupted by said bishop. It's kind of like the, oh my gosh, the little mini bosses. I forget what they're called. But they take on similar forms to their bishop that they follow. And so I would think that the corruption is sort of like mandatory. But that's just my speculation. I could be entirely wrong because I haven't finished the game yet. Because I'm too busy trying to, like, maintain my village. So, But yeah, that's my take on it. I know I never talk too much in the morning. I'm so sorry. I'm not, well, I am kind of a morning person, but my recent medication change, it causes drowsiness, and so it takes me a bit to wake from. But I also need it because I have trouble sleeping. That seems too wide apart. Let me erase this real quick. Oop, wrong way. Okay, we're gonna erase this. Because, I don't think it works. Let's start with where the eyes would be. Right there. So that means they're gonna have another set of eyes right here. Which, I don't think they will. Or if they do, they're gonna take the form of this guy up here. Let me see if that arrow still exists. No. They're gonna take the form of the triangle eye on the bishop's crown. Let's see. And we gotta make him pitchy. Because that's what I decided. I was like, there's no way we're going to just go with one body type. Because that makes the characters less interesting, and it feels like you already know them just by what it is. When you can give them a different body shape, but you give them a personality that does not match it. Not because you want to be different, but because, like, not everyone with the same body type acts the same. You have some bodybuilders that are into, like, steroids and stuff. I think that's like a minority of them because it's like frowned upon. And then you have others that are like naturally built because they keep working on themselves. Or you have the gym bros that are also like bodybuilders that are like really chill, like the big brother you never had. So like you can have a really similar body type and still be entirely different. Individuality is just one of those things where you just don't know what you're gonna get. Like, my husband tells me that I'm short, but I'm very, like, big bark and all bite, which is maybe kind of true, but that doesn't mean that's my whole personality, because that would be, like, a stereotypical grumpy little person, which I'm not a little person, but, like, it would fall under that category, just because, like, with how short I am, I think I would be considered in that area, but not everyone is just a crabby little person. You have the joyous short people, the absolutely rambunctious little people, you have the adventurous, you have the determined, you have the shy, you have the bookworm. Like, there's just so many different things that can mix it with each other. But, like, personality is, like, its own little, like, what's it called? Not individual. Identity kind of spectrum, in the way that your personality defines mostly who you are, but that doesn't mean the hobbies do, if that makes sense. And that is my rant for the day. And I don't mean it in a negative way, but that's just like my I stopped drawing because I had to say something about it. Like, normally I'm not like one to try and talk existential, but when the inspiration hits me, goodness, I'm talking too fast. It just flows out. That does not mean I don't think about it. I do try to, like, think about what I'm about to say to make sure that it doesn't come out, like, what is the word I'm looking for? It doesn't come out, like, it can be misunderstood or misinterpreted, not because I'm scared, but because I feel like words are very powerful, because that is how we communicate with each other, and to put the right words in will help, like, everyone to, like, understand each other better. Because you can talk rough and gruff, but if there's, like, a misunderstanding because you said it in a certain way, like, that's on you, because you didn't think before you spoke. It's just one of those things. Is this one of those little rambly streams? I think this is going to be one of those little rambly streams until I shut up. But not because like, I'm embarrassed, but more because I run out of things to say. I think we're gonna make their eyes smaller. I think I already, like, confirmed that it would be, like, he would be a boy. But now I'm not so sure. Because we have one female. No. Because it's 2 females and 2 males. And eventually I will make some non-binaries. Just so that way they can be flexible for other, like, I guess for other stories that people might want to make, or characters that they might want to draw. But for now, this is like the simplistic stuff. And I'm not going with traditional. Like the last one, I can't show it here because this is a different file. But the last one is built on triangles. This is also built on triangles in the way that it helps you focus on the face. Like, you'll still get the attention to detail, but it's just, oh wow, he looks like a Teletubby. But, it's just a matter of, perspective. Not perspective. It would be, what is it I'm looking for? The focal point. There we go. The focal point is what's important to me. So, like, I may add some designs here, maybe. Here, just to, like, lead the eye upward. Oh. But that doesn't mean, like, I'll probably keep it. Like, I've already got these here kind of pointing inward. These, believe it or not, were intentionally supposed to point downward. And the ears are the only thing that's, like, kind of splayed out. I think I'm gonna give them markings on their body, like the bishop's, like, robe for this one. Just because there's more space and it'll be a little bit more plain. Just because he's entirely fluffy. Whereas with the Leshy Adopt, she had some areas trimmed, like her wool trimmed, and other areas where, like, it was super poofy just for her to have it stylized in a way. And believe it or not, for the Leshy one, she is not naturally green. Her color is the brown underneath. But because of the way, how do I put it? Because of being a follower of Leshy and begging for him to be a vessel and whatnot, the corruption in it, because Leshy looks so much like a tree, which might be, I think that was the point, like a tree with 0 eyes. One, she lost her sight, so that way she is not blinded by, she was supposed to be not blinded by her faith, but she is absolutely blinded by her faith. But not only that, but not only that, it's her blindness in the faith, like just going straight for it, not questioning it, is what caused her to become the vessel. I think to a degree all of them are, but hers is the most obvious, just because obviously the cross objects are poking out of her eyes, and some are like poking out of her horns. But I'm starting to do the thing where I talk with my hands and I'm not doing anything. But yeah, like, it's there's more to it. Like, the greenery, there we go. I'm coming back to it. The greenery is basically like moss or algae growing in her fur of what isn't trimmed. And so when she trims her fur, or when someone trims her fur, that fur goes back to brown because all that algae is being removed. But the ones that, like, the one pieces of fleece that she does not, or wool that she does not shear, those continue to grow that mold, and thus giving it that deep green color. And since she can't see, she doesn't really care for it. And on top of that, it has mystical properties of, if it's on her fleece, it cannot, like, be washed out. It has to be trimmed out. So since she doesn't know, she literally unintentionally looks like the bishop she follows, or that she's like faithful to. So each one is going to be different. Like Heket is like famine, so this boy is not famished at all. He's not in famine because his loyalty is so strong that she decided that she would leave him to have plenty to eat. However, he is more like I wouldn't say lapdog, but he's literally chained to those ideologies, to what she does. Because hers is, if I remember right, it was famine. So he will never be hungry. However, he will always be like, I want to say, why is it hard to find the right words in the morning? I had coffee for this reason. He will always be tethered to her in a way that if he fails, he will automatically feel like he will always be hungry. Like nothing will satiate him. That is his punishment. Because he came from like a village where it was just very like food was scarce. So because he sacrificed his free will to Heket for his village, he now embodies that gluttony. I don't know if I'm gonna add teeth, but the eyes will definitely change to show his face. The crown will obviously be there. And the markings of the bishop's robe will probably be on him. I just have to make sure that the I don't know if I want the scarf, because the point I was making is, like maybe because they're piercing out, he also has no like vocals, so he might be mute, which means he can either, I guess, talk in not signs, because I don't want to misinterpret those. I'd have to learn how to sign myself before I do that. But he would probably talk like kind of like in charades for now, until I can figure out how to do signs. Let's see. Her eyes are dark. We're gonna make his gray, put in the yellowish tinge, because we want that similarity to the crown, excuse me. We don't want them that big. And his eyes did get rounder. I think those are too big. Yes, they are. Also, if it seems odd that I'm working on... whoops. I didn't want him to be angry. Since it looks like I'm purposely working on one layer. Yeah. I'm working purposefully on one layer. Not because... well, I just like doing everything in one go. Not always. But... oops, sorry. Not always, but I try to pretend like I'm on paper. And if I'm doing the details, it's the feeling of working with like colors that I've like paint pens, or I just did it again. Like paint pens or markers, or just regular pens. Because you can't really go back from that. I think I should have made the eyes go higher up. But I keep saying I had lost that habit when I was in debate class, like, and the like thing. I lost that around it was either 2011. It was either 2010 or 2009 in my high school years. But damn it, like. Okay, so my debate teacher at the time, I will not say names because I don't want to unintentionally dox anybody. For anyone that followed the previous streams, yeah, I deleted previous streams for that reason. because I started revealing a little too much. I did it again. It's okay. We're gonna just work with what we got. So, one, he had a specific way of speaking because in his earlier years, like when he was like a kid or a teenager, I can't remember which one he said, his dad put him in a class to not have an accent, which makes sense because people will understand you a bit more without an accent. Not because accents are bad, but because you can enunciate the words as they're supposed to be enunciated. There's also the fact that he taught us to try and avoid saying like, or any kind of unnecessary wording to better like give our points, because ums and likes and stall the sentence, but they also make it sound that you don't know what you're talking about in a debate course, which is the last thing you need. Like right now, the uncertainty is there, but I know that is because I don't remember as much as I would like to. So I don't mind, I mind using not in the way that it makes me sound dumb. It's just a pride thing, where I feel like I shouldn't have lost that at some point. So it bugs me to no end to know that I have lost that debate class, like, what is it called? That habit. Because I had built some good habits off of that, where I would speak a little bit clearly, and sometimes I came off as blunt, which, you know, that's not always great, but I was able to better communicate due to that. Because my communication skills at the time were abysmal. I didn't like talking to anyone. I was always crabby, and I couldn't exactly find the words as to why. And after that class, even though I say ums and likes now, or just stall for a bit because I don't have the right words, I still feel that I can communicate better thanks to that course. And I don't say that to like toot his horn. I say that in the sense that yes, that class was very, it gave me more perspective on how I was communicating. I think more than anything, that fear of messing up my words has gotten less, because right now it's a pride thing. It's not that deep. But at the time, did Thais not know how to communicate? Like right now, I'm hoping for an application that I put in somewhere, because I would be very hyped if I got it. However, I'm keeping my expectations low. Not because I'm not worth it, but because when I get too hyped up, it's hard for me to see, wait, that wasn't gonna happen to begin with. Not because I'm not good enough, but maybe they were looking for something else. And that's fine. Like, I can always try and improve again. It's just a matter of me trying harder. Like right now, I'm trying to, well, aside from drawing, I'm trying to spend more time with my son, because my obsessing over streaming has definitely strained it. He's only 6 months, but I don't want that to affect him in the long run, where he feels that he cannot rely on me. It's things like that. Like right now, he's asleep. He is asleep and very comfy in his bed, and I probably will wake him up at the minimum 10 o'clock, so that way he can have all 4 bottles. but I also need to give him his physical therapy because he's a little bit behind on the sitting stage. But other than that, he's doing pretty good. So I just need to make sure that I know what I'm doing with him. Oh, it has long been the 15-minute mark. I've been blabbing away. Stretch time. But yeah, I guess we got, well, I'm stretching. The name reveal of the artist, the true name reveal, which it's not the total name, but we also got a bit of talking done. I feel like that's what's missing with my streams. I'll probably plan more like conversations, or I'll just talk about whatever. I think more like the whatever is a lot better, because then I'm forced into a conversation and then I'll feel obligated to stay on that conversation, and that's just no fun. That's literally my debate course that we don't need. Let's see. I forgot that his eyes were supposed to be pointed downward, but it's okay. So we're gonna go with this. Oh, oops. And then, okay, I think we got it. Let me erase these. Plus, they just don't look good. Okay. But yeah, I didn't go into debate. I went into medical, and I was still working fast food at the time. Medical just did not work out. My heart was just too weak for that. I couldn't stand seeing people in pain, and it was just really depressing to the point where I couldn't handle it. So there's that. It didn't help. It was the C virus era, but I didn't even last a month in the hospital. And then I ended up working food for about, I want to say 3 more years. And then now I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's not bad. I mean, to some people that's the trad wife lifestyle, but my life is definitely anything but trad. There we go. It's anything but trad and everything but normal, in a good way, because I can be my silly little gremlin self in my own home, and it's just a vibe. Oh, for some reason that went a lot bigger than I anticipated. I think we'll leave it like that. I wanted to do the goat eyes, but I think that little line counts. So far so good. The nose will still be sheep. I'm not going full frog for this character. Like with Leshy, it was pretty easy because of the concept. With this character, I have to be careful. Not because anything could go wrong, just that it would be so much easier to fall into the stereotypical make the character look exactly like the deity kind of thing, and that's what I don't want. Let's see. The thing about these vessels is that they have great faith in their in the bishop that they follow, but they don't realize they're falling into that trap. Because the one who waits isn't a saint himself. He's actually very conniving. So it would make sense that the bishops are just as conniving, if not a little more intense about it. Because the one who waits really didn't do much other than ask for followers and maybe some sacrifices. Whereas this, it's like their whole life is over. Because the one who waits wanted to be deity of life, if I remember. So it makes sense that he did what he did, which is revive. Oh, should I say that? I think by now this is like the least spoiler. But whatever. I'll say it anyway. Spoilers ahead. Skip for a moment, I guess, or mute. But the lamb technically died and was revived. So the man that governs death decided, nah, you're not gonna die. You're gonna be my vessel and you're gonna follow what I say. But I would think that's the least, for as creepy as he is the least malevolent, I want to say, at the beginning. Hi, bird. Sorry, a bird landed at my window. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by this bird hopping around at the edge of my window. But yeah, I would think that, at least at the beginning of the game where I'm at, he's very benevolent. He doesn't ask for much, and it's fine. But from what I remember, when I first started, when I first started, I remembered, like, because I got spoilers. I thought I would never own the game. So I went ahead and watched some of the playthrough. And then it happened to go on sale, and I was like, I'm going to stop here. So that's where I stopped at. I stopped at Anchor Deep, which is where I'm at now. And I kind of don't want to move forward, not because the game's bad, but I just don't want the adventure to end. I think we'll give him little fangs. And then regular teeth. Okay. I think it's good. I just don't like the position of the face. I could move the face upward, because it's too low. I feel like it would get in the way of the shackle around his neck. So we're gonna move that upward. Was it X or Y? Y. That is a bit better. So that way he's looking downward and the perspective isn't so odd. Ugh, here we go. And that's just the face and the hooves and some details. I got a long way to go. And then we're gonna... I think we're gonna do reddish gray for the shackles. Hold on a second. I just got a notification for something important. So let me see. Okay. Why is it timing this now? It's Tuesday. Let's see. Alright. Gray with reddish tint, that's what I'm going with. So we're going for deeper red. Ooh. I like that one. Let's see what happens. Because this will just be, oops, this will just be the base color. It's not going to be the full color. Because it still has to have shine. Ooh, okay. The perspective is good now. The perspective is very good now. We're getting it somewhere. I want to put something in the middle. I'll do that in a second. Because I like where this is going. Because that'll be during the line work. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I like where it's going. And then under here I'd add like a different color. Like a more darker shade. To show the perspective. Ooh. To show the perspective. Yas. And it'll be a thick neck shackle. Which means this will have to poof up a little bit as well. So. And then we gotta erase. Oh, too much. Alright. Let's see where we're at here. Still wrong color. There we go. It's because the nib on mine is running small, is the best way to put it. So I will have to fix that at some point this weekend by buying another nib set. Just make sure that's chill. There we go. Oh, those vocals are beautiful. I'm tired. Ugh. Let me make sure I put these over here. Let's actually box the middle section. So, I think that's all the colors so far. I think this was like my starting out and then it didn't work out. So let's, I think they're on the same layer, so let's do that. Oh. Here we go, this is the right layer. That's a lot better. Okay. That looks really good. I just blew on it as if this was regular paper. I've been trying to do more traditional work just so that way I'm more or less likely to hit undo. As you can tell, that didn't work, but it's okay. Life be like that. Let me take this off so I can see what I did here. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. I think what I'll do here is add a bit more neck fluff. I'm so tempted to make this a PNG tuber that I can use later. I don't know if I should add a mouth stomach, but that's so stereotypical at this point. I kind of don't want to. Instead, I want to move the crown eye to his belly to show power over his hunger, but at the same time, it just seems to make the crown null. And I want them all to have the crown, just like the lamb, because he carries the one who waits crown. So it would make no sense for them not to wear the crown. Oh. Let's see in here. That might be a little better. And, why isn't it? There we go. Let's see. So far, that's pretty good. But this that has to go up a bit, so it's a little better. I'll add the floof to his head in just a moment. I kind of want to. Oops. I kind of want to get the body first, so I have a feel of how I want to form the head. she's crown. Okay, it's upside down triangle. Okay. Let's see here. What time is it? Okay, I've got half an hour left, y'all. Okay, so the fleece has to be pointing downward on the legs to show the direction that it's growing. This looks way too sharp. No. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. Apparently, the tablet is dying, so I'm gonna put it to charge while I work. Alright, I am going to BRB, just be right back. I'm gonna go double check on my boy, and then I will come back and continue. Alright, I'm back. I just gotta take my vitamins because I almost forgot to take them this morning. It's good for me. Because once you hit your 30s, it's kind of necessary. There we go. Okay. Now, I forgot what I was going to do because I had a different color and no. Also, my child is in my bedroom, not because, how do I put it? Not because there's anything, like, physically or, like, ailment-wise, but I'm just not ready to let him go in his own room yet. Like, one moment. Oh, excuse me. Like, I know that by 6 months, you have to try and wean them into their new room, but I can't. It's too much for me at this moment. Like, I would love for him to be more independent, but I'm more terrified of that independence. Not because he doesn't deserve it, but because what if something happens while I'm not looking? But those are the fears of mom that's just a little bit too overbearing on her child and is trying to make it stop for the baby's sake. Let's see. Color wise, we're almost there. I just need a few more details. She's got purple. So what if I go a more purple route? Darker. Could have done that earlier. No, purple's not. For shading, maybe. But it needs to be a little bit more gray. There we go. I kind of like that. Hello, how's it going? I've been on a ramble kind of thing going on. So how is you? Let's go. I got the adopt I wanted. Let's see. Okay. I now has a new jelly that I have to make a personality for. But that'll be for maybe a different one. Oh, the image, yes. I'm currently adding a little bit of detail before I go into like shading and everything. Also, the jelly I cannot show on stream because I don't know if it would be considered. Let me look at it again. Because I went into the jellies Discord. Let's see, where is it? Oh yeah, no, I can't show her. And they'll transfer her over to me. I think she said after work, so that'll be later this afternoon probably. But hello. There is where we're going with it. She's too sweet. I have been rambling like the first 45 minutes just on him. And then I rambled on about other random topics. But yeah, this is the boy. This is the one I'm keeping, by the way. Because I love Heket. Okay? She is boss queen. Let's see. I do like... Yeah, like for... Like, what's it called? For details, I do like the purple. It just gives a whole different vibe to everything else. Let's put that here. No. I think I needed it to be thinner. There we go. Thank you. But yeah, I was originally going to make 4 adopts, but I turned to 3 once I started doing this one's design, like the silhouette. Because we started from this. We started from this. And we're here on this. Yes! I loved the Leshy one. I also went on a small rant about that one too. Yes, it was yesterday. And then hopefully once I finish this today, because Apollo's still asleep, tomorrow I will work on calamars. And then the day after that, I'm hoping to finish the set by finishing Shimuras. So there's that. But yeah. By the way, the green is not her natural color. Okie dokie. Let's see where we're at here. Okay. I think we need... Which one did I use? Oh, it's the bluish one. Here we go. Save that here, and then we'll go there. Go a little lighter for the ears. Also, I've yet to get to the Gore, in case you came back. Oh, I forgot. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Okay, we're definitely sticking with the purplish color for the shading. So let me test that out a little bit. It might be too purplish. Ooh, I like that one. Hold on. Let's go a little bit neutral. No. The previous one was good. So shading. What does it look like in multiply? Wrong one. Let's see, what does it look like in multiply? I no longer like it in multiply. Let me go with darken instead. Usually that doesn't do much. No. Okay. Color burn. Ew. Linear burn. No. Darker color. That makes it non-existent. Darken. We'll go with normal. I think normal fits it a little better. But that also looks like lighting. Hold on. Let's try this one. Is this the one? Well, I could probably put it in the medium. Ooh, hold on. Let's copy this color real quick. Erase that. Move that up. What color is that? Ooh, I like. Instead, that. No, we're removing it. Yeah, Did I ever get this color? Yes, I did, I think. No, I didn't. This is the wrong color. Okay. Now that the colors are organized, sort of, kind of. Okay. We'll do that later. Alright. Detail-wise, though. Ah, I forgot. I was supposed to do the lines later. So we're gonna have to fix that. Okay, this is the right color. Non-line work. Oh shoot. That means the teeth too, and I was really proud of them. But there's always a chance to improve. I feel like it's missing a bit of something, so like maybe wool on the face. Because he's very fluffy, in all seriousness. There we go. Okie dokie. I think that looks better, and then I'll add the line work in here in just a moment. So let's see what colors I can use. Well, there's always Old Reliable, but let's see here. This is the line work. Okay. Let's see. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, that explains everything. Like, why is it doing that? Well, you see. Wait, did I even do line work for the other one, or did I do lighting and shading instead? I think I did lighting and shading instead, with a little bit of line work on the face. So we're gonna do the line work here. I haven't even done the colors yet, but we'll get there. Okay, so far looking good. Oh, the hooves at the bottom. Whoops. I did the thing where I colored it in, didn't I? No, I was doing line work. That's right. Wait. Yeah, I did line work. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Next, here. I'm sure God. Hues. Okay, that's the color. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Aló. Bien, ¿y tú?
Ahorita nomás llego a recoger la carretilla en el lote, ya me paso para allá, hija.
Ok, está bien. Ok,
Para que le meta el refrigerador porque está consumido.
sí, está bien.
Hasta afuera.
Eh, Sorry, folks. I gotta stop the stream for a little bit, but I will be back later. Mwah. Well, really after I get the baby the bottle, because we're gonna move to the bedroom. It's too hot right now. Laters.